வாழ்க வளமுடன் children. How are you all? Hope everybody is doing good. Right. So, I feel very happy to welcome you all for this wonderful social science video class. Okay. So, be good children at home and be helpful to all other members in the family. So, before entering to the session, you know very well, we are in geography second lesson. Our topic is globe, about the globe. And in this lesson, we are learning about the interesting facts about the globe and the lines drawn on the globe. Why, what and for what. Right? And now, before entering to the today's session, as usual, we shall have a small recap about the last session, what we had learnt already. So, as you know, we live on the planet Earth, which is found third from the sun. So, since the Earth is huge and we live on a very small area, we are not able to see the Earth as a whole. But when we travel to space, we can be able to see Earth as a whole. So, in order to know the better understanding, to have the better understanding about the shape of the Earth as a whole, and to note unique features, the three-dimensional model globe is being used as a specific scale. Right. The Earth, which is spherical and is flat at the poles and bulges at the equator. The Earth cannot be compared with any other geometrical shape as it has very unique shape, hence it is named to be geoid, G-E-O-I-D, geoid, that is Earth shaped. So, the Earth moves around the Sun. It also rotates from west to east on its axis at an inclination of 23.5 degree. So, the globe is also inclined at an angle, the same angle, that is 23.5 degree. So, the axis is an imaginary line, you know very well, it is not actually found on the Earth, right. So, the lines drawn on the globe, there are two lines, imaginary lines, horizontal and vertical. So, it is very helpful in calculating distance and time. So, these imaginary lines are called lines of latitudes and longitudes. So, latitudes, the imaginary lines which are drawn horizontally on east to west direction, okay, it is called to be parallels. So, 0 degree line of latitude which divides Earth into two equal halves is known to be equator, the great circle, okay. And since our Earth is geoid shaped, the length of the lines of latitude decreases from the equator towards the south and north poles, okay. So, 90 degree north and south poles are not found as lines but as just points. So, the lines of latitude that are drawn horizontally between the equator and the north pole are called to be northern latitudes, and those are found between equator and the south pole is named to be southern latitudes. So, totally 89 parallels, okay. So, 89 parallels in the northern hemispheres and 89 on the southern hemisphere. So, totally there are 181, two poles are found. So, totally we have 181 parallels found on Earth, okay. So, if we see for the northern and southern hemisphere, area of the Earth found between the equator, that is 0 degree, and the north pole 90 degree north, it is named to be northern hemisphere, and southern hemisphere, area of the Earth from the equator, that is 0 degree to the south pole 90 degrees south is called to be southern hemispheres. So, we have important latitudes named to be equator, north side, northern hemisphere, we have equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle and North Pole, and in the southern hemisphere we have Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle and South Pole. So, for our convenience and also as the sun's rays do not fall equally on all parts of the Earth, it falls vertically, we have divided our Earth into three important zones: torrid zone and temperate zone and frigid zone. Northern side, everything is named to be north torrid, north temperate and north frigid, and southern side, south torrid, south temperate and south frigid, okay. So, when we speak about torrid zone, this region from equator towards Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is named to be torrid, and sun's rays fall vertically over this region and average temperature is very high, hence it is named to be torrid zone. Next, from the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north, to the Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, and from the Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degrees south, to the Antarctic Circle 66.5 degrees south, the sun's rays fall slantingly, okay, slantingly. So, the moderate temperature prevails in this region, hence it is named to be temperate zone. Next is about frigid zone. From the Arctic Circle, 66.5 degree north to the North Pole, and North Pole in the sense 90 degree north, and from the Antarctic Circle, 66.5 degree south to the South Pole, 90 degree south. The sun's rays fall further inclined, okay, still slanting. So, throughout the year, so temperature is very low here and it is named to be frigid zone, okay, FRIGID, frigid zone. So, this is all about we had learnt in the last session. And now, as I told you already, we have Tamil names also for all the names, okay, latitude lines. So, latitude means Agalanga, longitude means Nettanga, equator means Nila Naduvarai, and Tropic of Cancer means Kadagavarai, and Tropic of Capricorn means Magaravarai, okay. And next is about the longitudes, okay, the imaginary lines drawn vertically, okay, vertically, that is connecting to the North Pole and the South Pole. You can see the red line, North Pole, 90 degree north and 90 degree south, okay, see, refer this picture. So, it connects the North Pole and South Pole, okay. So, it is named to be lines or meridians of longitude, okay, lines of meridian, that is longitudes. So, these lines of longitude are seen as semicircles. So, the 0 degree line of longitude is named to be prime meridian. The red line what you can see in the picture is named to be prime meridian, okay, prime meridian. So, there are 180 lines of longitude towards the east and west from the prime meridian. So, there are totally 360 lines of longitude, okay, 180 towards the east, okay, 180 towards the south. So, 180 plus 180 we have 360 lines of longitude. So, these lines converge at the poles, converge in the sense it is being connected, okay. So, converging at the poles, both the poles, North Pole and South Pole. So, the 180 degree west and 180 degree east line of longitude are the same line, okay. So, the lines of longitude that are found between the prime meridian and the 180 degree east line of longitude are named to be eastern longitudes, okay. Whatever lines we have found in eastern side, it is named to be eastern longitudes, and the lines of longitude that are found between the prime meridian and 180 degree west line of longitude, it is named to be western, that is west side, all the lines together is named to be western longitudes. So, two opposite meridians form a great circle, okay. So, and next we have hemispheres. The part of the, see, just refer this picture, east western hemisphere, okay, and the part of the earth between 0 degree line of longitude and the 180 degree east line of longitude is known as the eastern hemisphere, and the part of the earth from 0 degree line of longitude to 180 degree west line of longitude is named to be western hemisphere, okay. So, next is about significant lines of longitude, okay, significant in the sense important. So, as of we know, we have important latitude named to be the great circle, that is equator. So, we have Greenwich meridian, that is prime meridian. So, the Royal Astronomical Observatory is located at Greenwich near London in England. So, according to the International Meridian Conference held in 1884, Washington DC in USA, all nations agreed on choosing the Greenwich meridian as an international standard meridian. Okay, so this line of longitude is called the prime meridian, and it is also named to be Greenwich meridian as it passes through the Greenwich, place of Greenwich, okay, as it passes through Greenwich, right. Okay, and next is about the date lines. So, when we speak about, we should know about the international date line. So, the 180 degree line of longitude has been fixed as an international date line drawn on the Pacific Ocean between Alaska and Russia. Okay, the blue lines you can see in the picture now, between Alaska and Russia through Bering Strait. If a person crosses this line from west to east, he loses a day. On the other hand, when he crosses from east to west, he gains a day. Okay, so based on this, the date is fixed for different countries or regions of the world. That is named to be International Date of Line. Okay, it is not straight. International Date of Line is not straight because if the line is drawn straight, two places in the same country would have different dates. So the International Date of Line is found zigzag. Somewhere it has some curves and lines. Okay, so International Date of Line is found zigzag in certain places to avoid confusion. Right? So here the next picture, other picture you can see is Earth grid. Grid is nothing but the imaginary lines of latitude and longitude form a grid-like pattern. Okay, box-like pattern. Okay, on the surface of the Earth, it is named to be Earth's grid or geographic grid. Okay, it is an additional information. So to locate a place exactly on Earth, the latitude and longitudinal extensions are required significantly. Okay, and then next is about the local time. So as many as 360 lines of longitude are drawn to connect the north and south poles of around the Earth 180 degree on eastern hemisphere and 180 degree on the western hemisphere. Time is calculated on the basis of lines of longitude. So if you see, some facts are also there. Earth takes 1 day to rotate on its axis. 1 day is equal to how many hours? 24 hours. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 24 hours is equal to, that is 24 into 60 minutes, that is 1440 minutes. 1 day, per day we have 1440 minutes. Okay. So the angle of the Earth is equal to 360 degree. 360 degree is equal to 360 longitude, 360 is equal to 1440 minutes. So 1 degree carries off 1 minute. Right. So next about local time. So when the sun is overhead on a particular line of longitude, it is 12 noon. Okay, afternoon 12 o'clock we have now. So that is named to be 12 noon at all the places located on that line of longitude. Okay, this is called to be local time. So the sun is overhead on a line of longitude only once in a day. So even per day, only 12 p.m. we have, right? Okay. So it is the local time of that particular places. Okay, now whatever country which is situated in the same longitude. The world time is calculated by this standard line of longitude, that is known to be Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, it is named to be Greenwich Mean Time. So for example, if the time is 12 noon at Greenwich Meridian, it is 12 hours 4 p.m. Okay, 12:04 p.m. at 1 degree east line of longitude and 11:56 a.m. at 1 degree west line of longitude. So 4 minutes varies from each country. Okay, each lines may be varied. So as one moves towards the east from any meridian, the time increases, and if one moves towards the west from any meridian, time decreases. Okay, and next we have Indian Standard Time. This is named to be Indian Standard Time. The longitudinal extent of India is from 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minutes east. As many as 29 lines of longitude pass through India. So having 29 standard time is not logical. Hence 82.5 degree east line of longitude is observed as the prime meridian to calculate the Indian Standard Time, IST. Okay, Indian Standard Time. So this 82.5 degree east line of longitude passes through Mirzapur. Okay, the place named to be Mirzapur near Allahabad, UP, Uttar Pradesh. This is located at an equal distance from Garmota in Gujarat and Kibuttu in Arunachal Pradesh. Right? And so for a better understanding, we shall see an video. Just watch it keenly.
Our Earth looks like an orange. It is the latitudes and longitudes. Our Earth looks like an orange. It is spherical from the sides and flat at the top and bottom. The latitudes and longitudes are invisible lines that help us identify a place using geometrical coordinates. An easy way to remember the orientation is that latitudes are lateral and longitudes are long. Let's learn about them one by one. At first, latitudes. Latitude lines circle the globe in east-west direction. It measures how far north or south a specific point lies from the equator. They're also known as parallels. The equator at 0 degrees separates the Earth into northern and southern hemispheres. Locations to its north lies in between 0 degrees north to 90 degrees north, while to its south the positions are between 0 degrees south and 90 degrees south. The distance between each degree of latitude is approximately 69 miles. And now the longitudes. Longitudinal lines run from the North Pole to the South Pole. It measures how far east or west a point lies from the prime meridian. These are also known as prime meridians. Longitudes can value from 0 degrees to 180 degrees east. The distance between longitudes at the equator is the same as latitude, roughly 69 miles. At 45 degrees south or north, the distance between is about 49 miles. The distance between longitudes reaches to 0 at the poles as the lines of meridian converge at that point. Now we'll see some of the notable latitudes and longitudes. The most important of these are the equator and the prime meridian. The equator is a line passing through the center of the Earth and is considered as the reference point for latitudes, whereas the prime meridian is a line passing through Greenwich, England, and is considered as the reference point for longitudes. It is also the source to calculate time and international dateline. Each degree refers to 4 minutes. There are 24 time zones in the world. If an event happens at 11 a.m. in Greenwich, England, it would be reported at 4:30 p.m. in Kolkata, India. The other important latitude is the Tropic of Cancer in the north and the Tropic of Capricorn in the south. Apart from these, the Arctic and Antarctic circle at 66.5 degrees north and south respectively are equally necessary. These latitudes divide.
So now we have one words discussion. So this is all about our lesson. We can discuss the answers for choose the correct answer. Your questions are: the shape of the earth is dash. Options are square, rectangle, geoid, circle. Answer is geoid. Second question: the north pole is a 90 degree north latitude, 90 degree south latitude, and 90 degree west and 90 degree east. Answer is 90 degree north latitude. And next, third question: the area found between 0 degree and 180 degree east lines of longitude is called dash. Your answer is eastern hemispheres. And fourth question: 23.5 degree north line of latitude is called dash. Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle. Your answer is Tropic of Cancer. Okay. Then fifth question: 180 degree line of longitude is dash. Equator, international dateline, prime meridian, north pole. Answer is international dateline. So the sun is found overhead the Greenwich meridian at dash. Overhead means 12 noon only. Okay, 12 noon. And then seventh question: a day has dash. 1240 minutes, 1340, 1440, 1140. So how many minutes do we have per day? 1440 minutes. And which of the following lines of longitude is considered for the Indian Standard Time, IST? So it is exactly 82.5 degree. For convenience, we had 82.5 degree west. And next, ninth question: the total number of lines of latitude are dash 181. Total number of lines of longitude 360. Okay. So mark the answers. And next Roman we have is fill in the blanks. So the line of latitude which is known as a great circle is equator. Second question: the imaginary lines drawn horizontally on earth from the west to east are called parallels or latitudes. Okay, or latitudes. The third question: the 90 degree lines of latitude on the earth is named to be North Pole or South Pole. So the prime meridian is also called as Greenwich meridian. The world is divided into time zones. How many time zones? 24. That is why we have 24 hours per day. Okay. And next, match the following: 0 degree line of latitude, 0 degree line of longitude, 180 degree line of longitude, 90 degree line of latitude. These are the questions. And on the side we have pole, international dateline, Greenwich equator. So your answer number may be 4 3 2 1. Okay. 0 degree line of latitude, equator. 0 degree line of longitude, we have Greenwich. 180 line of longitude, international dateline. 90 degree line of latitude, pole. Okay. These are the answers for your match. And with this, let me wish to complete this session. Mark the one words, learn well, prepare well, and get ready for your assessment. Okay. I will send you the classwork, write it neatly. Thank you. Till then, I am meeting you with the next interesting lesson. Stay tuned, stay connected. Thank you. Bye.